everyone, my name is Mary and I'm going to be doing my first floss tube. I'm very new when it comes to cross stitching. By new, I mean within the last few months. I don't know what really got me into cross stitching. I saw a video on YouTube last year on how to do cross stitching. I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And I didn't think much else of it until very recently. And I was like, yeah, I think I want to do cross stitching because I'm not artistic in the least bit, where I'm a good drawer. I'm not an artist whatsoever. But last year I kind of got into like a creative mode where I wanted to do hobbies. So I got into loom knitting. I don't know how to do knitting, but I got into loom knitting, hopefully progressing into knitting later on, and then cross stitching within the last few months. So my knowledge is still very basic, just what I've seen people do on YouTube, and then I follow the subreddit on Reddit, cross stitch, and I've seen some cool work there and everything. So I'm gonna try to make this not super long because I only have about 19 minutes of available recording time on my Nikon camera. But I'll do the Know Your Needleworker or Get to Know Your Needleworker tag first. And oh, I'm Mary, by the way, if I didn't say that. And then I'll show you my finished projects, and then the projects that I'm working on, and then what I plan to make. And I ordered some stuff off of Amazon today, and then I bought a pattern on Etsy. So I'm gonna go to Michael's after and pick up the thread that I need for that, and then pick up an Ada for that. So I'll start off with the Get to Know Your Needleworker tag. Basically, where do you live? I live in Ontario, Canada. My boyfriend lives in New Hampshire. I'm in a long distance relationship. The way that it's looking, I'm probably gonna end up moving down to his place once, you know, things are said and done, once I get married and stuff. So yeah, long distance relationship, not fun, but that's where I started to cross stitch because I have plenty of time to cross stitch when I'm at his place and here too. So do you have any other hobbies other than cross stitch? I'm really big into photography and I really like cooking. And I mentioned that I like loom knitting. I put that on hold to do cross stitching now, but I like both. So do you have any kids? No, I do not. My boyfriend doesn't want kids. I really don't want kids, mainly because we both have ADD, ADHD, short-term memory loss, which is not fun, and we both have anxieties of some sort. I have social and regular anxiety, generalized anxiety, and he has social. So I don't want to have my child, a possible future child, have that. So no, neither of us have children. We don't plan on having children. Do you have any pets? My boyfriend and I want to get a dog down the line. It's been, easily, I think Patches died when I was about 18. I'm 31 now, so it's been a long time since I've had a dog, and my dog Princess passed away a few years before that. So yeah, no, older than that. 2008 I think is when Patches passed away, and then Princess passed away when I was around 18 or so. So yeah, it's sad. I love animals. I love dogs. I just haven't had any. My boyfriend's parents just got a dog last year, so it's kind of like our puppy. What is your favorite movie? I'm a huge movie fan. That's another hobby of mine. I love movies. So to try to name a favorite is like, people always ask me when I say I'm a movie fan. I can never come up with like one perfect movie that is my absolute favorite that I can watch all the time. I love The Shawshank Redemption. I think it's freaking a fantastic movie. My favorite Disney movie is The Little Mermaid. I grew up with it. I love it. Yeah, to try and name your favorite movie though, that's tough for me. I love so many movies. What is your favorite, or what are your favorite TV shows? I'm not a huge TV watcher. I watch some Netflix, an Amazon video. My boyfriend and I got into watching Amazing Race kind of late on the bandwagon, but we've been marathoning that when I'm at his place. And yeah, so we've been marathoning that, and I love Veronica Mars. I think Veronica Mars was fantastic. What else? Psych is hands down one of my favorite shows. I've rewatched that a number of times. I love it. It's a friggin' fantastic show. Yeah, hands down, Psych is my favorite show. Golden Girls is really good. I still love cartoons. Like, I'll still watch DuckTales from time to time, and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, grew up with those. I love those. Lost was really good when it was on the air. But I gotta say, Psych is definitely hands down like my favorite TV show. Favorite music genre, I will listen to pretty much anything except for like heavy metal, and I'm not a huge country fan. I'll listen to the odd country song, but definitely heavy metal I'm not really into. I really like classical, and I really like violins. Violin is my favorite instrument. I don't know how to play it, but it's my favorite instrument. And Lindsay Sterling, I really like her music. What is your favorite book? I really like Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, or Alice in Wonderland. That's a really good book. Stephen King's one of my favorite authors. I've recently kind of gotten into his work, even though I was previously into it when I was younger, like 12, 13 years old is when I first got into it. But I haven't read much of his work, but I'm kind of on a Stephen King kick lately. I read Joyland, Revival, and I've been reading, and I read Cycle of the Werewolf. These were within the last few months. And then I'm reading, I can't think of the name of it, but it's like latest short story collaboration with like the really cool cover and stuff. I can't think of it because it's my boyfriend's book. And what is one word to describe you? I'd say I'm introverted, but I can talk to people. It comes across almost like shy, but I'm not quite shy. I'm an observer, I guess is the way to describe me. I like to observe more than like interact. I like observing what people are doing. I like observing conversation. So I guess observer, but yeah, so that's basically the tag. So I will show you the 2 finished pieces that I've done, and then I will show you my current work in progress, and then I have a couple of other kits here that I got a while ago, or got very recently I should say, that yeah, I plan to work on. So the first one I did is this one. I framed it. It's gonna have the glare, but it says "Love you to the moon and back." I got this at Walmart. The frame I got at Walmart for like under $7. I did iron it and frame it. This was for my mom. This is the first piece I ever did, and this is yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out considering I'm new to cross stitching. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. Ironed it and whatnot, and the K on back is a little weird because I guess it came loose, and I don't know, I decided not to fix it. I just like the way there's another little piece. Oh well, it was my first piece, so I'm happy with it. It didn't have back stitching, but it's outlined in darker colors, so I was happy with this, and I gave this to my mom. And then the second piece that I finished, this is this one. I got that one from Walmart, and then I got this from Walmart. It says, "Loved you yesterday, love you still, always have, always will." It's 2 birds, because love birds. I didn't outline, or I didn't backstitch this, mainly because my boyfriend didn't seem to care. So I got this for me and my boyfriend. This is the second piece I've ever done, so I think I did pretty well for it. The only thing is that the background is slightly different colored than down here because I messed up. The threads weren't pre-sorted, and the colors are very similar in this, so I messed up. But and the text at the bottom is supposed to be in white. I did it in blue just to make it easier, and I changed the style. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it, and I forgot for this one because of my memory to begin in the middle, so I actually did the frame part first, and so some of it's on in the frame, some of it's not because I think I messed up. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I got this frame at Michael's, and I mean, this one's really basic, and this was like $15 to get this frame, and it's super basic. So I think from now on, unless you guys know places to get like really cheap frames, aside from like thrift stores and stuff, because I'm gonna have to go to like some thrift stores and look for frames and stuff. They don't have to be anything fancy, but I like to frame my work. I don't use hoops or anything, so I want to frame my work. and give it as gifts and stuff. So I like to have a good option for frames. So if you guys know any cheap places besides like thrift stores or anything to get frames, please let me know. And same thing with patterns and stuff. I get mine off of Amazon because I was comparing to other websites like 123 Stitch, and it was cheaper on Amazon to buy. So yeah, so those are the two that I completed. I think I did a pretty good job considering those are my first and second projects ever cross-stitching, and I didn't have anybody to teach me. I have a ton of like threads that I was gifted by my boyfriend's mom, very generously gifted a bunch of DMC threads, so that helps a lot. And then the project that I'm currently working on is this Dimensions Savannah Birthmark. Dimensions, I love that their thread is pre-sorted. Ugh, that's so good. It looks like this. It's cute. It's got little animals like a lion, an elephant, a monkey, a giraffe, there's a sun, there's some birds going on in here, and then there is a turtle down here. My friend is pregnant. She's going to have her baby at the end of this month, which is March. So I thought, I was like, what can I get her for like a good gift? I'll get her this. So I've been working on this for not quite 2 weeks now, and this is what I have done. So I'm making pretty good progress on it. As you can see, I'm working on the lion, and then I'm going to work on the turtle, and then I'm going to work on, I have a little bit of the giraffe, or the elephant working on, and then that's where the name and date of birth and weight and everything go. So yeah, I mean, for under 2 weeks, I think I've made actually pretty good progress on this. I did mess up on the lion's face. I used the same color as over here by mistake because I had a piece of thread that was out, and I was like, oh, that's obviously supposed to be for this, and it wasn't. But I mean, it's noticeable, but it's not like, oh my god, ew, it's noticeable. So it is what it is. I'm not going to redo that section. I think it looks fine. I mean, maybe if I decide later on, yeah, to redo it or something, and then backstitch and all that. But that is what I'm working on. And I do hold my fabric by hand. I think my boyfriend bought me a scroll set from Amazon because I was asking him today if he bought me any cross-stitch kits because I want to buy some. And he said, no, but now you're going to know what I got you. So I think because I had it on my Amazon wish list, that he got me a scroll set, so a scroll frame set, so that'll be nice to have. I don't mind holding this by hand, but I get almost like an arthritis in my wrist where it'll get really sore and become very like painful and throbbing. I've had it for years, so yeah, but so far pretty happy with how this is looking, so yay. And this is on 14 count. The other two are 14 count as well. This was on 14 count ivory. So yeah, I have that, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then I have a couple of kits that I plan to do in the future. I have a Bucilla Benji tiger, which looks like this. Again, the thread isn't sorted, and this is on ivory, but it looks way different than that. Isn't that supposed to be ivory? I don't know, maybe. I think this is a little bit darker than the other one, but yeah, I'm excited to try this because I love tigers. Tigers are one of my favorite animals. And then I did get a dimensions kit. I saw this on Reddit and I was like in love with it. I think it's gorgeous. It's the Indian Peacock dimensions one. It's beautiful, and it's got all the pre-sorted thread, which I love. This is on a 14 count natural, so yeah, I'm very, very excited to get started on this because I think this is gorgeous. And looking at this, my favorite color is 16187. These aren't DMC thread. This is like their own thread, but it's like that beautiful turquoise color because turquoise is my favorite. I mean, I've got a turquoise shirt on right now, and my phone case is turquoise, so I love turquoise. But I'm excited to get this. It's got a lot of back stitching, so yeah. But I'm excited to get to make this. And like I said, I did order an Etsy pattern, which I have on my computer downstairs. And I have a, what else do I have? I have a couple of patterns that I ordered from Amazon today, both DMC. So I was watching somebody else's video. I can't think of her name. Oh my god, she put up a video today. I'm gonna have to look on YouTube for a second because I don't want to mess up and say her name. She's a very recent YouTuber. Jessica, that's all it says. Jessica Henderson. I was watching her video today. I still have to watch the rest of it, but she's new to YouTube and new to like the whole community. And she had Lakeside Village by Dimensions, and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. Because Italy is one place that I've always wanted to travel. Hopefully, I'm gonna go there with my boyfriend at some point. It's kind of between Hawaii and Italy at the moment. Because he loves to travel, I love to travel. He's more worldly traveled than I am. I haven't been outside North America. But yeah, so I've always wanted to go to Italy, and it reminded me, she said it kind of reminded her of the Amalfi Coast. It reminds me of, looking at it, it's definitely like, it reminds me of like an Italian coast. It's really, really pretty, so I ordered that. And then I ordered Ice Cardinal, because I love cardinals, red cardinals, I absolutely adore. So yeah, and I was looking on Etsy because I want to try to create some like of my favorite animals. I was looking up to see if there were any manta ray patterns. There's one that wasn't super expensive, done on, I think it's black fabric, and then they had another one which was cheaper on Amazon to get, and it was just this huge manta ray. So I might get that in the future. I don't know. I'm holding out because Christmas and my birthday already passed, but anniversary and 2-year anniversary coming up in July, going to Maine. So I want to do a lighthouse at some point. But the pattern I ordered I ordered today from Etsy, it's for my boyfriend. It's a gift for him. So yeah, but that's about it. So if you guys have any suggestions on where to get like good, cheap frames, I'm all ears. Or any suggestions you guys have, any comments, anything really. I'm super into hearing, because you know, suggestions from people is always great to me. So that's about it. I mean, I'm not sure how often I'll update these, but because I'm somebody, I didn't know if I mentioned this or not, but I am somebody who, because of my ADD and short-term memory, ADHD and stuff, I can really only work on like one project at a time. So I'll show the next video, how much progress I've made whenever it is. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, I work on this daily, so hopefully I make pretty good progress on this, and then I start doing, you know, something else. But I think my next project will either be the Indian peacock, or one of the ones I ordered today, or the one I made for my or the one I plan to make for my boyfriend, because I want to go to Michael's, because Michael's is the only place around here that sells anything cross-stitch related, and my Michael's is really crappy. It doesn't have a lot. So I'm gonna see what threads. It only calls for like 6 colors, and I have some of them in my collection already, and then I need to pick up some fabric. But yeah, that's about it. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, feel free to leave them below. But thank you for watching, and yeah, so this is my first Flosstube, and I'm really excited to be able to get into something where I can show off my creativity without having to be super artistic. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone, and this has been Mary, and thanks.